This T's journey. Like, comment below, subscribe. Thank you. Hey, YouTube, it's Goddess T's journey, and I'm doing my review of Married at First Sight, season 16, episode 10. So I'm doing Gina and Clint, the last couple. And it was a good episode. This episode, Clint was talking with his mom at the beginning of the episode, and she was telling him about how it is to be an entrepreneur, kind of getting some insight about how Gina is, and because she's just starting her business with her salon, and how much hours she has to put in to be a salon owner, and how important and how you put your all into your business when you first get your business because of the simple fact that you're an entrepreneur. But then Clint was kind of talking with his mom, saying also how you have to have balance, and don't you give balance? And she was like, yeah, you take, because you're an entrepreneur, you can take time off and do things the way you want because you're an entrepreneur, so you can spend time with family, with your significant other, and make the time that you want to make for what you want. So he was like, oh, okay, because he feels like they need to spend more time together to get more acquainted to one another. So he went actually to her salon during episode 2, and he met people that work with Gina in her salon and kind of saw the environment. And he was like, he got along well with the workers, with some of the people that work with her. And one of them was saying how she thought because he was a jokester and he had dirty jokes, that she thought he would be a dirty person. But come to find out from Gina that he's actually very clean. He cooks, as you can see. He asks her a lot, like, are you hungry? He made her pancakes during the episode. So he's showing a different side to him that a lot of people didn't think, that Clint could be a sweet guy because of the way his appearance is. But he seems like he's showing the good side of himself. He's putting a full effort towards this. And so is Gina this episode. She's starting to see that he can be a nice guy. They went sailing this episode, which was real interesting. I would want to do that. That seems kind of fun. They went sailing. She got a chance to see him in the element. She got to see how peaceful it is, how much fun he is, how good he is. Because, like he said in the episode, it's like he had 8 generations of people that were sailors. So he's really good at it. He was having a joyous time with her, kind of showing who he was to her, as well as she was showing him her salon, and showing him her environment that she works at and how much she enjoys it. So they both, to me, they seem like they're opening up a whole lot more than they were before, and they gotten kind of past the whole issue they had from a couple episodes ago. So they're starting to grow and build. And then, they had to do the exercise that Dr. Pepper gave them, talking about what are their love language, what makes them fall in love, what are their likes and things like that. That's what they were discussing. And she was talking about she enjoys her salon, her family, her friends. He was saying the same. He enjoys good food, his family, his friends. So they have some things in common. And then he was telling her something that was real personal, how he basically was with a woman and how she was pregnant, how she had a miscarriage, and how that affected him as a man. Not, his child not growing and not having the child died. And it was kind of sad. I was like, oh, okay. So he's in touch with himself, as well as she was talking about her upbringing and how, not having her dad impacted her, the impact of missing a parent. So it was very interesting. They were actually opening up to one another, and they went to a rodeo. So it was pretty interesting. They dressed up, they went out, they seem like they're having a good time, and I'm kind of enjoying seeing them get along, not have so much issues and things like that, and they're talking a whole lot more. It seems like they're both putting a little effort, because he went to her salon. He kind of talked to his mom about the entrepreneurship to kind of understand where she's coming from with her business and how important it is to her, and how she has to put more into her business because it's just starting out, so that it is successful, and how he's understanding her standpoint, but also he's also giving her the balance that she needs by taking her out places and them sharing sharing moments together. The sailboat moment was real good, and I liked the rodeo moment as well. They were laughing. She was up dancing at the rodeo. She was having so much fun. So he's showing that he's actually good for her, and they can actually work if they would just open up to one another, and she would be open to that, more so, and that they can build and they can actually grow. So Glenn is showing he's a good guy. Like, she just gotta give him a chance, and he's willing to do whatever, whenever. So I'm kind of have a lot of respect for him as a man, because he's showing that he can compromise, that he can, be good, and he's getting along with her dog Hank. He really loves the dog. She has a really well-mannered, good dog. He loves her dog. He's just having a good time with Hank. And they're just really opening up a whole lot more, which I love to see. This episode wasn't too bad with them. But next week, we're going to have drama again, because Mr. Mac decides to slide in Gina's DMs and try to holler at her. It's just like, sir, so because your marriage is over, now you want to sit here and try to slide in people's DMs and trying to talk to Gina because you claimed you were attracted to her and he made a mistake. And it's just like, you need to stay out of people's business, you see, being messy. So we're going to have some messiness going on next week, and I can't wait. So like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about the review. What do you think about Clint and Gina this week, and what are you feeling about it? And talk to you later, YouTube. It's Goddess T Journey. Thank you. Talk to you later, YouTube.